Lucky Land Slots, you can get lucky just about anywhere.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to... Has anyone seen the bride and groom?
Sorry, we're here. We were getting lucky in the limo and we lost track of time.
No, Lucky Land Casino, with cash prizes that add up quicker than a guest registry.
In that case, I pronounce you lucky.
Play for free at LuckyLandSlots.com. Daily bonuses are waiting. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
Okay, round two. Name something that's not boring.
A laundry? Ooh, a book club. Computer solitaire, huh?
Ah, sorry, we were looking for Chumba Casino. That's right, ChumbaCasino.com has over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
All right, we're recording to Connor McLeod now.
Connor McLeod.
In the movie.
Okay, I do not know. Wait, is that like one of those? It's that air. It's the. It didn't have Jude Law in it.
Nope.
Okay, then I'm way off.
Hold on. Dang it. I am an idiot. I have all these cool sound effects and I never use them. All right, let's start over. Okay, so guess the game or guess the movie. You said Jude Law. I said. All right, what's next? What's
wrong?
Next? Come on, guess the movie.
Let's see. Repeat the line again.
What did I say again?
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm asking you to repeat it.
What was the line again? What was it about?
That's what I'm saying. You really got to stop day drinking. That's
Connor McLeod. It's a character in a movie.
Connor McLeod.
There can be only one.
Oh, Highlander?
Yes.
Okay. There you go. I eventually got it.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did actually.
No,
so
no,
you were there. Yeah, you were there.
No, you didn't.
You were there. You were there when I got it. It happened just now.
You didn't get it at all. Christopher Lambert's his real name. He's a Chris. Why don't I remember? That's funny. Anyway, this is We Should Be Better at This, obviously. My name is God, what's my name?
Christopher Lambert. Damn it. You know what's right? I wanted to see if you'd have the sound effect ready to go. Oh man, that's Chris Donovan. I'm Eric Lecky. We are all over the socials under some name, who knows. And this is We Should Be Better at This. The podcast has been bringing you entertainment for never. We've never actually really brought you any entertainment, but we've been around.
That's not true. We've dropped one or two things of entertainment in each show our entire existence, and that's probably the commercials that run before.
Right. We try to have at least, guys, 30 seconds of real entertainment per episode. So you're welcome.
Which is literally just the 30-second commercial that runs before our show.
Yeah.
Actually, let me look. Hold on. This is actually I'm trying to find out the number because we've been doing this for like years, yo.
Yeah.
171st show.
Wow.
Yeah. You're old.
171. And then if we would have counted the ones that we did before podcasting was a thing, we'd be at like show 272 or something like that. But
something like that.
Well, anyways, man, hell of a week we just had, but sounds like you actually have a pretty amazing week coming up. You're like doing Disneyland again because you apparently don't go there enough. Is that what I hear?
Yeah, no, I'm rubbing it in more. Make sure your whole family can hear me because they used to go all the time. They don't get
and they're very disappointed. Now. Yeah, they're very disappointed that they don't go anymore. All right.
But hello, girls. It's me again. You know, Eric's annoying friend. I get to go to Disneyland for 3 days.
Jesus.
I'm excited. And
now, wait a minute. It's costing you an arm and a leg, though, right? To go to Disneyland for 3 days. That's very expensive.
Oh, no. I sold my youngest daughter.
Ah, very good. Very good.
No. Actually, and then we're staying at the Grand Californian Hotel, which is like what? Like, oh God, it's expensive. Like $350 a night.
Yeah, I don't even know what it is now.
Probably
but
$5.
My wife worked there for a number of years, actually.
Yeah, she was a call girl, right?
Yeah, that's right. She would the one go up to the celebrities' room, sleep with them, make sure that they had turned down service, all that kind of stuff.
Turn down concierge. Yeah, no.
She went to each room and made sure they had go down service.
And that's what got you hooked.
Yeah.
Sorry. No, we get to go. My wife is broadcasting live actually out of the park Monday morning. Monday noon. She's middays. So she's going to do her whole shift live from inside Disneyland, which is badass. And it's not super early in the morning, so she could just go get up like usual, like us, we've been doing forever, and then meeting her inside. Now she gets to hang out with us in the morning and stuff. But we got 3-day park hopper passes, stay in the Grand California, and it's going to be fun.
Yeah, that's super awesome. And you've been going a lot. I do think it's funny that in the last 2 years of a global pandemic, you've been to Disneyland like
I can't believe
times.
it.
Like it's been like a lot of Disneyland visits when the whole world has not been able to really go to Disneyland. So pretty amazing.
What? We are very lucky in that aspect, and my kids know it. One of the cool things is it's my son's birthday this weekend.
Oh my goodness.
He's going to be 14, which he looks like he's 12, 11. He's going to be 14 years old, and his birthday is May 1st, which will be Sunday. So I had set up reservations for the little man to build a lightsaber.
Oh, like the one that you have, the really nice one?
Yeah, the one that costs $200. That's his birthday present.
That's fantastic, man.
I know. I'm super stoked.
He's gonna have a blast putting that together.
Yeah, and when he came into the room with me when I did mine, because they only allow one person in.
Yeah.
And Evelyn's looking at me like, I'm not gonna take this away from Aiden. When he went in with me, because I was the kid getting the saber, but now he's going to be doing it. And he looks at me and goes, I think Mom might want to go this time since you got to go last.
Oh, bummer. He needs to take you.
I know. Evelyn's going to look at me and be like, Aiden, I appreciate that, but no, your dad's going to be pissed if he doesn't go in there.
That's awesome. So explain to me why they need to give you a 3-day pass when she's only broadcasting for 1 day, or is that just a perk?
It's a perk for one, but they're trying to they're having us target certain areas of the park, certain things to post on socials and talk about. So that gives us time to try to do all those things. Like sometimes they'll be like, all right, this is happening. What they did, they announced the big changes coming. And I think some of that's going to have to play in with that, where the new Toontown's going to obviously being reimagined right now. They're changing the Paradise Pier Hotel to the Pixar Hotel. I don't know the name yet.
They've needed to be doing that for a while.
Oh, yeah.
That was the worst of the hotels that were right there.
But they've also built that entire giant second parking structure right next to the first one. They've ripped out the entire downtown Disney parking area. That's all going to be downtown Disney now. And they're adding a bridge over the road from the soon-to-be Pixar Hotel directly into California Adventure. So,
wow. That's a lot. I can't believe how much has changed since the last time I was there. That's amazing,
dude. You'd be baffled because you didn't even get to go to Star Wars, right?
No, I still have not to be on any of the Star Wars. I've not been in Star Wars land at all.
I don't know why you don't just come over here this weekend. I'll kick my whole family out.
Hey, wait, I got a really good idea. Wait, don't say anything until the day of, and then be like, so Aiden, you're actually not going to get that lightsaber because Eric's going to get it. And then just watch the fun unfold.
Oh yeah. You mean him kicking me in the nuts?
Yeah. Be like, hey, remember that thing that you're like really excited about? You're not going to get it.
You don't want to know something that's happened before. Remember? Do you remember that story?
Yes, I do. I remember that.
That happened before with my nieces and my kids, and they were like, "Oh, I made it for the wrong day." Oh my God, they were all heartbroken. I felt like
that was when you had like visitors in town too, right?
Yeah, I had 3 of my nieces and 2 of my kids were going to make it, so I had 5 of them lined up to make. So that was, that was like $7,000.
So what you're saying is you've already done it once before.
That I messed up.
It wouldn't really be a big deal for you to do it again.
Damn it! Now I got to look at my reservation. You're a jackass. Okay, cool. May 1st. Yeah.
Well, no,
if I made it for the second, I'd still have a ticket, so I'd still be able to get it.
But no, so that's super cool, and it's awesome that everyone's able to do that, and that you guys are able to participate and have some fun. Super, super cool. Definitely jealous.
You should be.
Yeah, I totally am. Well, I don't have anything going on. I am the most boring person on the planet. The most interesting thing that's happened to me this week is my work through a big crawfish boil. And a crawfish boil, and being from the West Coast, we don't eat crawfish, and it's not a thing. And I basically had to put up with like 50 employees trying to force me to eat crawfish, and I don't want to eat anything that looks like it came from an alien planet.
But don't they eat it like it's like the noisy?
Yeah, they break it open and like suck out the tail and then suck out the head.
Yeah, I don't know about the noise so much because I can't stand when people chew with their mouth open. but I'd give it a go to try to eat some.
Yeah, I looked at it and I'm like, nope, not for me. But that's
I did that with sushi though when I first moved here too.
Oh, and then you did start eating sushi. But I don't know. I just I don't like eating something that looks like it's an alien. That's just
an alien.
Yeah, it does. Have you ever seen those things? Those things look crazy.
You eat shrimp? It's the same thing, just in freshwater.
Shrimps. I don't eat. Actually, I really don't eat shellfish. So
really,
yeah.
Are you racist?
What?
Like,
I mean, yes, I am. But yes, I am. But I didn't know you would know that.
I most passionately disagree.
I love these new drops. Keep going.
Yeah.
I'm confusing you. Okay, so so listen to this and tell me if you can recognize the character that it is.
I shall remove your head.
No, you won't.
I will use it for bowling.
No, you will not.
I will take it too. What is the one that we like?
That's Venom.
It's Lucky Strike.
Yeah.
Put it down.
Lucky Strike. I will take it to Lucky Strike, and I will score a 300-point game.
Well, because I can barely understand what's being said. I know that that's Tom Hardy, and then I could narrow that down from there and say Venom.
That is the voice of a woman who just got brutally dumped. I'm playing dead right now.
Okay, can you understand this one?
Awkward.
Dogwood?
Oh, yeah. Awkward.
Awkward.
Sounds like he's saying dogwood.
This is what I was going to play earlier when you said you had nothing going on.
Responsibility. It's for the mediocre.
Well, then I'm very mediocre because that's
oh man. Well, I mean, it's been a busy couple of weeks. We had Cassie. She has another dance competition this weekend. So I don't know if you remember last time we did the Disney thing. We had to like leave halfway through, go to the dance competition, come back, and then go to Disneyland again. Well, luckily, all of her dancing's on Saturday, so it'll be done by like 3. So we're in at Disneyland on Saturday afternoon, evening, and then Sunday all day, and then Monday all day. And then Tuesday we cry because we're back to the real world. Yeah. But then Wednesday we get to listen to this with the Beatles.
Ah, yes, the very first of our Beatles special 2-part series. Very excited about that. Really excited for that kind of like something new from Listen to This. From the minds that brought you Listen to This.
From the mind.
Yeah, the mind.
Mind.
Half mind, I guess at this point. I've killed so many brain cells. The 3/4 mind.
The 3/4 mind. You have any plans for Cinco de Mayo?
I plan to imprison Mexicans. Wait, what?
Are they? Wait. Is that against the law down there in Texas that you can't celebrate a Mexican holiday?
No. Dude, we're a border state here too. It's like the exact same. No one gives a damn.
Nobody gives a crap.
No one gives a damn. And by the way, even Mexicans don't care about Cinco de Mayo. That's such an American holiday. Like it really is.
Well, we're gonna get to we're gonna get to talk a little bit about my Disney thing, and then we have Doctor Strange the weekend after this one, man.
Yes, my daughter, I think, did something that's she's gonna be grounded. Basically, is what I'm saying, because she said that she bought tickets and is going with her friends, and it's like, listen, I get it, you're a teenager, do things with your friends, but it's like you bought tickets to see it on day one. Like, you're not going to go with your family to see, like, you go with your friends to see it, like when you want to re-see it. You go with us to see it on day one. And so I'm thinking of grounding her.
Here's what you do.
Or beating her. Either one. Or not feeding her for like.
The good old days.
Here's what you do is you go and you watch it before her. And then what you do is you stand where you know she could hear you, and you spoil the shit out of it for her when she goes with her friends.
Well, the other idea I came up with, not because I would never do this, of course, because I always follow the law and I'm a very law-abiding person, as you know. I thought about calling. Yeah, I thought about calling in a bomb threat to the theater.
Oh, good God, Eric.
Yeah, like just be like, oh, you're sitting down, you're gonna watch that movie first, and not if there's a threat to the building, you won't.
You are hilarious, and that's not something that I would doubt you would do.
Yeah, there was this event. It reminds me. So when she was in the 8th grade, which was right before we actually moved to Texas, when she was in the 8th grade, we were at an event. There was a school event, right? And it was taking forever, and it was in this huge auditorium in the city we lived in, huge. And they were having multiple. the Whittier, the Whittier high school. Anyways, it was this huge event, and it was like multiple schools participating. Well, my daughter performed very early on, and then it was like literally like 400 other presentations that happened afterwards. And I was like, can we leave? And they said specifically, no leaving. You have to stay and watch the whole thing. I'm like, bullshit. So I get up and I excuse myself and I tell Monique, I'm going to go home. And she goes, you're going to get in trouble, whatever. I'm all fine. You stay here like a chump. I'm leaving. And I leave and I walk out to the hallway and I'm about to leave. I'm like, and I just stare and I look over and I see the fire alarm.
Oh.
And I think to myself, should I? I'm like, I don't know. And then I'm listening to some horrible kids performance inside. And I'm just like, what the hell? And I go over there and I pull it and I just keep walking out of the building. And so you hear the alarm going off and everything. I get to my car, I'm out of there. And then later on, it was funny how Monique knew it was me. And so did my daughter. She goes, wait a minute. Right when you walk outside, the alarm gets pulled. What happened there? I said, oh, it must have been these like mischievous kids. You know, it's all these young boys hanging around, like pulling pranks and stuff. And they go, huh. And it happened 30 seconds after you left your seat. Odd how the timing of that. So they never believed me that it wasn't me.
Well, of course not.
And I know they don't listen to this because who does?
Nobody does.
So nobody does. And so they'll never know. But yeah, it was totally me. I went out and pulled the fire alarm. I got to admit, though, there was a weird rush when it happened because I used to do that kind of crap all the time. But that was when you're like a young kid. I hadn't pulled a fire alarm in 20 years, you know, like it wasn't something I had done recently. And I'm thinking to myself, like, if I do it now, I'm an adult and like there's a lot more trouble I can get in. And then I eventually said, screw it. No one's going to catch it. And I just pulled it and walked away.
And they're not going to expect you. They're not to suspect you. They're like, why would an adult do that? They're responsible. But I've never done that. I've never pulled a fire alarm. The funny thing is, did they make everybody get out and then make sure there's no fire and then go back in and finish?
No, because what happened was when everyone left and went out, a bunch of the parents used that as an opportunity to leave.
Bounce.
Yeah.
So you just basically saved a bunch of lives.
So in a way, Chris, I'm a hero is what should be said. I
almost agree with that, but I have a better question. Was this before or after you were running for office in your Whitey town?
Shit. Okay. The time this was very, very shortly after I ran. Like I was in the public eye. So theoretically, I could picture a scenario where I get caught and I get arrested. And then the headline in the local newspaper the next day is former city council nominee arrested for pulling a fire alarm or something.
And then underneath the picture of you and Monique, and she's like mad at you, and it says, wife Monique on the left just filed for divorce.
Yes, that's exactly what it said. But yeah, I did do that calculus in my head, right? Like when you're like, I'm staring at the fire alarm going, you know, I could pull the fire alarm. And then in my mind, I'm thinking, no, Eric, don't do that. That's a poor choice. And then the other part of me is like, yes, but it could also be hilarious. And that side always wins. So,
well, there's only usually one side that talks to you and that you listen to. So let's be honest.
Yeah, it's like those old cartoons, you know, I got the devil and the angel on my shoulders, but even the angel's like, yeah, you should totally do it.
Yeah. The angel's like, that'd be fun. Yeah. How close was the alarm to the door? That's what I got to know. Like how much were you in view?
I walked out of the doors. Oh, they were closed doors because it was an auditorium. So I walked out of the auditorium doors. The doors closed behind me. I'm about to walk out the front door to go out into where the parking lot is. And I look to the right and I see the fire alarm and I'm like, yeah, I'm going to go for it. And then I pull it and I immediately walk out of the door and I'm in my car before anyone even knows what's going on.
You know, they have cameras, right?
Listen, Chris, when you've done as much stuff as I have, you kind of develop a sixth sense of when cameras are on you and when you're seen. You look up, you glance at things. It's amazing how often I'm like a guy who's always thinking about robbing a bank because I'm always looking at cameras everywhere I go.
I think that's why we get along so well.
Right. Like I walk into a place and it's like, hey, Eric, we should totally rob this place. And I'll be like, no, there's 5 cameras in this building. Like, how do you know that? It's like, I don't know. I just walk into a building and immediately want to know what cameras on me. I mean, even when I'm driving, I know which intersections have the cameras and which intersections don't because I'm going to run the red light on those other intersections.
That's funny. Damn it. I had something I was going to say.
Well, like for instance, do you tell me that you're not a chump who waits and sits there and waits at a red left turn arrow and sits there like a chump for like 5 minutes?
Depends on who's in the car. But if
Yeah,
nobody's in the
that's
car,
a good point. Yeah, if the car is empty, I look around, there's no cameras, and if I'm trying to be, it's the same thing as if it was a green light and you had the right, you had to wait for the right of way. I just go, as long as there's not a cop behind you.
Yeah,
they'll never know the difference because the cop doesn't know. Even if the cop's like coming the other way at you and you turn right behind him, all you have to do is say, yeah, the light was, it was a green, it was a green light. Like they're never going to catch you. And by the way, by the time they turn around and flipped around, I'd be gone anyways. But yeah, you just, as long as, now when it gets really complicated is when there's a car in front of you and you're the second in line.
Yeah.
And you actually pull out from behind that car, swoop around them, and then make the turn. They get very confused.
But the thing is the only reason that you can't turn left on a red is for dumb people.
Yeah, it makes no sense. It makes no sense. By the way, that's actually a really great thing about out here in Texas. It was one of those things that we noticed right away when we moved out here.
Yeah.
Almost every single light for left-hand turn lanes is four lights.
Like flashing yellow.
Yeah, you get the flashing yellow out here. And so it's like you kind of just get used to out here. You could just turn whenever you want now. So I don't have to do it as much, which is funny because back in LA, I ran red lights nonstop. I mean, that's literally all I ever did. Here, I hardly ever do it because they give you the flashing. It's like, it actually makes it safer. Yeah. It's like, it's safer.
Yeah, it's how I grew up in Washington. We had a lot of flashing lights like that. So it was like coming down here was a shock.
Yeah.
But anyway, get out of here. You got to go to your weekend. I have to go to Disneyland, and I need a drink. Is it too early?
It's never too early. As my father would say, it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
And the sun between my toes.
Perfect ending.
By the way, you got to use someone else though, because I still can't understand a damn word that guy says.
Responsibility. It's for the mediocre.
That's the clearest take of anything I've ever heard him speak in a movie ever. Right there.
Passionately disagree.
Yeah, I hear blah, 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 disagree. That's
maybe I'll just keep the disagree part. All right, dude. I'll talk to you there.
Later.
Peace.